Rad Chaser.
So the data recovery process is, it's working its magic. Thank goodness. That was really scary. I mean, losing stuff sucks for sure. And I'm a person who, archives everything. I keep a lot of raw video from the videos I take, and it does take up a lot of space, but memory is expanding and it's getting cheaper, so that shouldn't be a problem in the future. But it's just, it's not a good feeling. It's like a sinking pit in your stomach that like, oh my gosh, memories are gone. I love my memories. And listen, if my brain gets rotted so hard that, it's not gonna be able to remember everything, at least I'll have these videos to, watch and see in the future and, just to reminisce every so often. They're just a reminder of times. And I love times, whether they're good or bad. Sometimes they're a little bit rough. It's been an interesting 8 months by now. I mentioned in the Christmas video that things have been, they've been on a path like this, not really, this, but I mean trending upward. Let's go like this. It boils down sometimes to your reaction to what happened. So, did I have a full-blown panic attack about the stuff being lost? A mild panic attack, and then I thought to myself, well, listen, it's not the end of the world. Worst case, you've lost some videos. I think I had the raw videos, so I'd have to recut them, but I feel like I had to even get those recovered as well from like my permanently deleted files, but I think crisis is averted now, so I think we're good. So remember when I said this copy of Big Bird Hide and Speak was rattling around? And hopefully it wasn't any sort of board parts? We're good. We're lucky. We got lucky. It's just a bit of plastic from the actual card itself. So this must have gotten a little bit of smush damage, but I think we're gonna be fine. I think the part where it broke off, the screw kind of still, the screw will still screw into the hole. That's what she said. And the only problem here is that the board is kind of slipping around right there because the part that broke off was the, holding it in place. So we might have to finesse it a little bit to play it, but that's another story. So here we are in the storage space. I'm thinking of a shelf to put all the scores this year on, and I'm thinking about this one here. It's about, the right height, NES games should fit on here and whatever else I get for the side quests. So let's clean it up and take it with us. Well, here's the shelf in all its glory. It's got a couple extra things on it, but as you see, I've got the NES games here. I've got all the sleeves down here at the bottom and the styrofoam and stuff. So I'm gonna try to keep all of this stuff organized and in one place as I add to the stack. And it's gonna be pretty cool. We'll get to see it grow over the season, and we'll get to see, the stuff increase. And as we all know, we love stuff. Here in Camp Chaser, stuff is it's the commodity. If you got a big pile of stuff, people like you. I don't know about girls. I'm sure there's some nerdy girls out there who like a big fat pile of stuff. I don't know if this shelf is gonna be big enough, but it's good enough for now, and then we'll adjust later as things increase and grow. I'm gonna try to keep the NES section, and then maybe the Dragon Quest, the side quest section, and then the Zelda variants. That'll be a small one. So I mean, I think that'll just be 10 or 11 carts. So that should be, a very small section. There's a lot of real estate being taken up with all these NES sleeves, but if I get games, I can use those sleeves on the games, because I'm just gonna be getting loose carts for the most part, and I'm gonna need some sort of protection to sleeve up. I need to protect those motherboards. I need to protect those 64-pin connections, because they need to go into the Nintendo. They need to go right inside that NES, and so they can display those beautiful little games in all their 8-bit glory. And look, if the $10 collection challenge starts popping off, there's definitely gonna be no room on this shelf. I mean, this is, what is this, a shelf for ants? What is this, a baby shelf? It's shorter than I am, and I'm short. So, we might have to upgrade the shelf as well. We start small and we get big. Power-ups, they're power-ups. We're gonna power up the shelf. We're gonna power up the collection, and we're gonna power up the chase, as chasers do. You know, I've been having a little bit of luck with eBay lately. I've been flipping my vinyl records. I've been flipping video games. It's a slow chase because it's, you know, it's not crazy and I'm not listing a lot. And I feel like eBay likes you if you list more often. So I've been trying to make it a habit of like listing 5 things a day. I've kind of fell off the wagon this week just because of the hard drive problem, and you know, that kind of derailed my entire week a little bit, but I'm coming back. I'm bouncing back in a big way. The chase is still on. Don't worry, hard drive or not, the chase is still happening, so don't fret. We cannot give up the quest, not 1 month into it. That's no. It's a no-go. It's no bro. It's no-go, bro. I've got a lot of leftover products that I've done for like product videos, like kind of like medical stuff, like glucometers and, you know, pulse BPM type things, and just it's not junk, it's new stuff, but it's not for me. It's just stuff that I've done for, you know, product videos. So I listed a couple of those things on eBay as well, and they seem to have sold too. So I think we're getting a little bit of income that we can turn back into video games, which makes me start thinking of my side quest of the $10 game collection might have to be a free game collection from stuff that I've sold on eBay. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's probably going to start leaning towards that. I know we're sort of easing into our side quests this year. In this House of the Chase, we make loose plans and then we sort of scaffold around that and see how it congeals into a solid plan. So we start with a loose interpretation of what we want, and then we see what it turns into. We don't know exactly what it's going to be, but we can kind of see it as we're going. We're creative geniuses here. That's how we do. That's how the Chaser Bros do it. That's how I do it, and that's how the son of the Rad Chaser does it. But I think putting this stuff on display, having an actual dedicated shelf to the quest, I think it'll be a nice visual representation of like, hey, look, this is what you've accomplished so far. Keep it up, buddy. You're doing things. You're making things happen. So I like it. It's nice. It's a nice thing to look at. And I like things to look at. I like stuff, as we've mentioned before. Seeing a collection grow over time, slowly, small incremental gains. By the end of the quest, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, where did all this come from? And I'm gonna be like, look at this pile of stuff. It's a monument to chasing, and it's a testament to dedication and hard work. I was worried at the beginning of January that I wasn't gonna have, you know, the willpower, the drive, the funds, the money to make this happen. I said, well, I'm gonna have to make something happen. I say to myself, well, if I'm gonna make this quest happen, I'm gonna have to innovate my way out of it.
I love Rad Chaser. He is handsome and smart.
In all their 8-bit and all their whole 8-bit glory, in all their 8-bit glory whole.